Don't you hate it when you're making out with a girl and turns out she has a mustache? It happens. Just a little bit of peach fuzz poking you. Turns out girls really like that. That little bit of hair poking you, just your upper lip there. Sort of masculine. And that's why I never shave my balls. I think I should stop using the word motherfucker as a term of endearment to my relatives over text message. I was texting my dad the other day. He was like, motherfucker, question mark? I was like, what can I say? I appreciate your work. That's a true story. I was talking to my brother, and I called him a son of a bitch. And he was like, when you call me a son of a bitch, you're also just calling yourself a son of a bitch. Get it? I'm like, you're right, you're a smart motherfucker. There it is again. He was like, no, that's dad. But I'm from New York originally, and that's where I was born and raised. And I was visiting there recently, visiting some friends. I have a buddy who's an AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, for those of you who don't know what that is. And we all went out to the bar to celebrate him getting his 30-day chip. Retrospect, not a great idea. He ended up showing a kindergarten teacher his penis. He sort of lost his anonymity because he got banned from the bar for life. He's no longer anonymous, he's just an alcoholic. And a registered sex offender. Turns out when you're a registered sex offender, you have to go around town knocking on doors and tell people that you're a registered sex offender. Which is going to make Halloween super awkward. I once stuck my dick in a computer. That's it. Talking to people. I really just love people in general. I'm not one of those people that thinks the world is going to hell or anything like that. I love talking to people about music. I was talking to this girl. She was talking about her favorite band is Guar. I was talking about a concert she went to. And she was like, the concert was great. They sprayed fake blood and semen all over the audience. And I was like, hold it right there. You should have said fake blood and fake semen. So I'm single now, which is a blast. It's actually great because I don't think I can afford being in a relationship. Being romantic when you're poor is sort of tough. I learned the other day that edible underwear is not covered on food stamps. Sometimes I hit the wrong notes. So I've been watching a lot of porn recently. I love it when porn has a story. And it's always the same, right? Like, hey, I'm here with the pizza and it came with extra sausage. I want to write my own porn story. Guy's there to check the meter, check for carbon monoxide levels, and then they fuck and they just both die. I'm a stand-up comic and I'm afraid of crowds. When I first started doing this is actually my 1-year anniversary doing stand-up. Duel, you didn't actually know that. Yeah, thank you. When I first started doing this, people laughed at me. So my stand-up, let's shut up. But now that I'm a stand-up, no one is laughing. Good. That's good. A good response. ATM stands for Automatic Teller Machine. ATM also stands for At the Moment, sometimes, in text message and stuff. So when someone says ATM machine, to clear up the redundancy, I just think at the moment machine, which is sort of like a time machine that never really got its shit together. ATM also stands for ass to mouth. I don't even want to think about what that machine does. I don't like it when people use words in the wrong way. I'll give you an example. People use the word literal to the extent that it no longer means literal. It's not funny. Like, I literally laughed my ass off at that last joke. You need to go see a doctor. Or the word hysterical. Like, a joke is not hysterical, right? It's not. Hysterical means to incite hysteria, which is like panic and fear. 9/11. Now that shit was hysterical. I like it when people wear shirts with words on them. If you come to my open mic, you might have met Marcus Brewer, and he frequently wears a shirt that says, "I came here to fuck shit up." And he does. You see, that shirt's very clear. Its meaning, not ambiguous. But some shirts, they are ambiguous. Like, I saw a large African American woman wearing a shirt that said, "I eat glitter for breakfast." Which is sort of like, I'm guessing that is sort of like akin to, "I'm so hardcore, I eat nails for breakfast." So it's sort of like saying, "I'm so fancy, I eat glitter for breakfast." But it was sort of ambiguous. And that's borderline retarded behavior. Just don't put on a shirt. Something I've been doing recently is when one of my friends wants to hang out, they text me, "Jake, are you free on Tuesday?" And I'm like, "Of course I'm free. I'm an American." I call that joke "How to Lose Friends." You guys have been great. So I'm going to take a risk here and tell an offensive joke. My ex and I recently had a pregnancy scare. Guys in the audience, you know how scary that shit can be. Girls too. You know how scary it can be. But you know, like right now, I have a really respectable job and a steady income. Like, I can afford an abortion. I was out to eat recently, and this is my most offensive joke, so don't murder me after the show. And if you get offended by it, one thing you just need to realize is that I don't care. I don't. I was out to eat recently, and this group of people, they came up and they were like, can we get a group photo? Can you take our photo real quick? And I hate doing group photos. I'm always trying to get out of it. So I take the camera and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna count to 3. On 3, say cheese. I count to say 1, 2, 3, cheese, and they all say cheese, right? It's all right picture, and they tell me to take another one. So I'm like, okay, I really want to get out of this right now. So I go 1, 2, 3. Palestine is an imagined state. It was a great picture. Now, some of you, all of you, are offended by that joke. But only like 80% of you realize why you should be offended by that joke. Just know that Palestine is an imagined state is like the worst thing you can say right now. That's all you need to know. How much time I got left? 5 minutes? I hugged 18 girls last week. That's right. I'm a fucking player. I hug a girl that I'm not even emotionally attached to. Won't mean anything. I hugged 2 girls at the same time last weekend. I'm a fucking dog. Not afraid to admit it. Sometimes hug girls from behind. Doesn't feel right. I was hugging this girl and she was like, aren't you gonna wear protection? And I was like, you're right. So I wore a hard hat. That doesn't even fucking make any sense. We're going off the list, but I want to talk about something real right now. See, I say that when I don't really have anything to say after it. It's just a time waster. Right. My ex-girlfriend is like Chick-fil-A. No one really gave a fuck that she hated the gays, because she made great sandwiches. Now, I'm not bitter. I know I'm telling jokes about your ex, and you know, sometimes that communicates that you're bitter about the relationship, but I'm not bitter, you know? I mean, I'm not gonna call her a whore or anything like that, but if dicks were airplanes, she'd be an international airport. But you know, guys, life is like a basket of strawberries, really. Sometimes you get a good one. It's really sweet. Sometimes you get one that never shaves its balls. It keeps everybody at arm's length emotionally. Those strawberries you gotta throw away. Those are bad strawberries. I like it when people adopt pets from like adopted agencies that like are sort of not well off, you know? Like like a cat with a missing eye or something. I think that's really compassionate, really cool. So I adopted a dog, and I chopped his leg off. The ladies love it. Think I'm all sorts of caring and shit. I was walking my dog the other day at a dog park. I see this woman, she has a beautiful, beautiful golden retriever. I go up to talk to her and I say, "That's a beautiful dog. What's his name?" Or what's her name, rather, sorry. Said that joke. And she's like, she gets all disgusted. She goes, this dog's a he. I was like, "Excuse me for not thoroughly inspecting the genitalia of your animal before striking up a conversation." I met 2 bitches that day and she was both of them. You guys have been great.